All glory to the Most High. Yeah, he died, but he rose again. I'ma tell you till I'm dead and gone. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I ain't never heard a better song. No need for the staircases. Boy, the devil who I'm stepping on. I'm a Jesus freak. You could call me that. Yeah, I guess it's cool, cause I'm reppin' strong. I got a peace I had never known. Slave to the world, made you bow down. See you kneeling at the devil's stone. I see you kneeling at the devil's stone. See the pit of hell is wide open. And he's telling you to climb in. You sold your soul, but the crazy thing is you ain't even read the fine print.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Mrs. Montgomery Monday, where we minister about the master and fine stuff over here, boy. Alright, so this week we're gonna do stuff a little different, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw my post earlier, but if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, I just made a post just saying that the hubby and I were just gonna come today to introduce ourselves, do kind of an introductory video of a 3-week series that I'm so excited about. That kicks off, I guess, today, but starts officially next week, where we're getting into all the heavier topics. But for today, we're just gonna do like a little tag, the husband tag, I think it's called. Let me see. I got a bunch of questions that he hasn't seen yet, unless you've been snooping through my phone.
Oh my God.
But he doesn't know the questions, and he has to answer them. And I didn't make them up. A lot of them I just looked up, but you know. Here, so let's start with number 1, boo. Where did you meet, and what was your first impression of each other? Well, no, what was your first impression of me? Because I'm not answering the question. This is just him.
That's not fair, man.
What, man? That's how you get to know us.
Another question?
All right, maybe 1 or 2. But let's start with you. Where did you meet, and what was your first impression of me?
All right. So first time we met was at a Juneteenth festival. What year was that? 2011.
11. It was 2011, babe. You know how we know the dates, times.
2011.
Where?
I don't know if that's right or not, but 2011.
It was, babe, June 17, 2011.
What was like our first impression of you? I mean, this girl is boy. If I get that number, God.
You're sorry. Well, seriously, what's your first impression? Wait, what were we doing, babe? You said we met.
Oh, well, she does poetry. She hasn't been doing poetry because she's been trying to do everything else. So y'all pray for her. She was doing some poetry. I was doing some rap, and I bombed too. It was horrible.
You were fine, baby. It was not bad.
And it was so bad that the dude afterwards, he didn't even remember to
he just wrote it though. He's so hard on himself, y'all.
It was still bad though. But my first impression of my wife, that's crazy. I'm married now. My first impression was you were just very peculiar. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I could tell it was something different. You know, this was the first time. Man, whatever. That's off camera. You know, we don't get into that.
Alright, good answer.
No, you answer, man. Well, what was your first impression of me? So we already know.
Where we met. My first impression of you. I don't remember, baby. I don't know. I would have to really give it some thought. And this is like impromptu style. I'm gonna try to be thinking. This is gonna be short and sweet. Okay, so number 2.
Wow.
What was your first date?
Our first day was at Easton.
Oh yeah.
And yo, she talked for like 6 hours, man. It's probably longer than that, man. But
at least you knew early on what you was getting yourself into.
She shared her testimony. It was like
I had to. You had to know.
Like 6 hours long, man. Like no exaggeration. We was out there. I think the sun was out when I got there.
We used to always be in the car until the sun was out.
Man, that was the longest conversation I've ever. Well, I wasn't even really talking because I was listening for 6 hours. So.
It just happened, y'all, like a week before I met him. It seemed like so. It was fresh in my mind. I'm like, look, you need to know this before we go even further.
He was talking forever.
I don't know if I heard me out, boo. So I needed him here. Anyway, all right. Number 3. How long have you been together, and then how long have you been married? I'll answer this one. It's the easy one. I got this. You know what I'm saying? We've been together since. Hold on, what was it? You know, we tried to celebrate our little date anniversary, whatever it's called. June 17th when we met, 2011, and then we became a couple July 17th, exactly a month later, and then we got married the following year. May 17th, 2011. So it was pretty cool. Like during our first, it wasn't like an actual date, but our first, we just happened to randomly be at the same place at the same time. But
she was stalking.
That was our. It did kind of sound like it.
It wasn't no random.
No, anyway.
I didn't know she was gonna be there, but
I didn't know he was gonna be there either. But it was our second time right after the Juneteenth festival. That the Juneteenth was June 17th, and then this was July 1st. And our second time seeing each other, and then he was introducing me to his friend Riley. Matter of fact, shout out to Riley if he tunes in. But he was introducing me to him, and he was like, Riley, this is my future wife, Juanita, this is Riley. And I was just looking like, and I had already believed that God had given me like confirmation that he was going to be my husband.
Corny,
so it was crazy. And he was corny, but it was cute. But he was like, this will be my future wife. And then Riley was like, oh yeah, what's the wedding going to be? And then he was like, I'm thinking it's spring. And then I was just trying to go along with it. So I'm just twirling my hair like, oh, it's one of the spring wedding. But then lo and behold, y'all, we got married the next spring. So I always thought that was pretty cool. We ain't gonna share the whole story. Shut up, fool.
I'm just playing, man.
But lo and behold, we got married in the spring. So that's that. Let's see, how long have you been married? So it was 2012. So 5 years.
Feels like 10.
Okay. Number 4. How old were you when you got married?
It was May 17th.
I feel like that's something we should just know off the top of our head, but I still gotta like calculate.
Guys, I'm old now, so I gotta remember. I was 21. So you were 22.
Yeah, I got on by 6 months. I'm a cougar, y'all. Sorry, guys. I'm 8 months older. Is it even 8 months? Yeah, 8 months older. But was I 22, man? 21.
Let's see, if I was 21.
Wait, because we are the same age for a couple of months.
If I was 21, let's do the math here.
Oh yeah, I just turned 22. Okay, because we were 21 for the same amount for like 3 or 4 months together. Anyways, next question. 5 years is how long we've been married. Number 5. This one's for you, boo. How did you know that you were ready for marriage?
It's trying to be funny, man. This one I knew about.
What?
This question.
Oh yeah, I did say that one earlier. How did you know we were ready for marriage? Cause ain't nobody else think we was, that's for sure. So we had to know. We was gonna know. We had to know.
It was like very little support.
They didn't think we was ready, which I guess is understandable. We were 21 and 22, so I get it. But we knew we were ready, which I'm glad that we obeyed the Lord because it was Him that was leading us to do it. So here we are now. Amen. But how'd you know, baby?
Well, honestly, man, I had been praying that God would lead me to my wife. To make a long story short, like I was just tired of the whole dating thing. I feel like I was wasting my time. You know, just kind of, you know what it's like dating. Like nobody's really genuine. You know, it's a lot of, it's just not real. So I was like, man, God, I just want to find the woman that you want me to be with. Long story short, it was a lot of different confirmations when I was working at CS Bank at the time. And it was people coming in, not even knowing what I'd been praying for, just kind of confirming, you know, what I'd been praying to God about. And it was so many that it was hard to kind of ignore it. And obviously you don't want to make a snap decision. You know, marriage is a very serious thing. And so I wanted to be sure that the signs that I was getting were coming from God and not just my desire to want to be married. So
Amen. Good answer, baby.
Yeah, so I knew because the Lord confirmed it. He made it very, very clear. That's what I wanted to do. What about you? How'd you know?
I mean, honestly, you just said it all. That was enough. There's no need for me to say anymore. He summed it up that I was an answered prayer, so we're gonna leave it as that. You know, how am I top that?
Wow.
All right. Did you plan on starting a family? Was it like planned, or was it just kind of like something that just happened? I guess is what I was asking. Sound like a roundabout question. But to sum it up, did you plan on starting a family?
I mean, I planned on,
No, we did not. We got married May 17, 2012, and we found out we were pregnant June.
We
was the same time.
I don't like when people be saying that, man.
Oh, we found out we were pregnant.
There's already a lot of confusion
Alright,
going on
man.
in the world, man.
We found out that I was pregnant 2 weeks later, May 17th. It was like June. Oh, I feel like I should know this. It was 5 years ago, y'all, so give me some time. But it was 2 weeks later. I'm thinking like June 12th, I feel like. And we found out we were pregnant. So no, it wasn't planned, but the best things aren't sometimes. We'll leave it at that. How many children would you like? We have 2 now.
I would like to.
We have 2 now, and we will see what the Lord has in store for the rest.
I would like to.
Caleb, Jeremiah, and Kylea Kimberly are our children now. 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son, and maybe I'm one on the way. It's like, no, I'm just playing. All right, number 7. What's been your biggest lesson in life as a married couple?
Jesus.
Right.
Biggest?
Yeah, biggest lesson in life as a married couple. That's a deep one and not a quick one either.
Yeah,
I'll pass it off to you, bro.
Nah, you go.
That's all you, baby. Come on, you know you the deep one.
It's probably cliche. A lot of people say this, but I think honest communication is probably the most important thing between husband and wife. Men and women, we see things differently. Pretty much every case, man. And so you want to make sure you're being open. I don't want to rant because I could really
yeah, we'll get to all that stuff next week, y'all.
Communication is probably the most important lesson that I've learned thus far. I should probably write a book. It's only been 5 years, but
what he should have said was happy wife, happy life. And we could have just cut that there. Right. Amen, baby. And then we'll get into all the details of that next week when we talk about submission, as far as him submitting unto the Lord and me submitting unto him, and sanctification, the whole process of this. We'll talk about that next week. Number 9. We're at 9, baby? Or 8? Oh, 8. What does covenant mean to you? I guess in regards to covenant marriage. What's the difference between marriage and a covenant? Yeah, we'll do that next week. Alright. Yeah, this one kind of this is supposed to be like surface level, just having some fun. Not that next week's not gonna be fun too, but we're not going in depth tonight. So number 9, describe your perfect date night. I know, right? We're having it. Hey, woo woo.
Try this plus like a bucket of chicken, or
You know what I'm saying? Cheat day.
pizza,
Yes. With ice cream.
we haven't had date night in a little while.
I know.
It's been a little minute.
Like, come on. What's on the schedule? This is technically what we consider a date night right here, for real, for around these parts lately. Kids upstairs watching a movie, eating some snacks. We're technically having quality time. So, we'll resume family time in just a moment here. Number 10, where would you go for your dream vacation? Where would you go, Tink? Where would you go for your dream vacation? Okay. Love you. Started waiting at the top of the stairs. Like, hurry up, mommy and daddy. Where'd you go, babe? I don't know if I have a dream vacation. It always sounds good. I would like to travel all over the road to see what God has done to this big and beautiful place. But no place specific on my mind. You got somewhere?
Yeah, I never really thought about it.
More tropical, I guess.
Nah.
Oh, you're not sure.
This lady was telling me about these Alaskan cruises.
You've been talking about these Alaskan cruises.
It just sounded cool. So yeah, right.
to that one day. I'm believing that it's the Lord's will and plan for us to travel all over the world. Like I said, see what He has done. So that'll be one of many places, I hope. And that's it, baby. That was the 10 questions. So we're done. Yep, unless you got any impromptu questions you want to ask. I can't think of any. But if you have a question for me, you know, I don't do the impromptu style, like to prepare and mentally know what I'm going to say. But if you got something for me, hit me and I'll see what I got for you.